Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Nat Bros podcast. This is week number 9 in the Chattown Fantasy League, and we are reacting to it. So, without any further, I am your always and forever humble host, joined by my always and forever beautiful co-host, Andrew. Andrew, say
I
hello.
was going to say, always tired co-host, Andrew.
That's also true.
Yeah,
Still beautiful.
I miss a lot of good naps for this episode,
Mm-hmm. I thought you got a good nap for this episode.
No, good nap would just pass right through it, I just kept on going, Just for y'all to know, Andrew overslept this evening. You're like, overslept? What do you mean? Andrew takes naps before these shows. And he misses a lot of them. All right, anyway, started off with our current standings. Mighty shift from last week. What do we have? I think my brother, about the top 5 people all shifted, honestly. Actually, top 7. Wow. All right, anyways. Number 1, still in first place, 7-2, London Silly Nannies. Let's see. Barely. Number 2, yours truly, Don't Take the Bate-man. Down by 0.44 points from London Silly Nannies from first place.
Yep.
Man. Let's see. Third place, better than Scott, blowing them out of the water. Fourth place, Heartbeat. Fifth place, Lamarvel Universe at 6-3. All 3 of those are at 6-3. Sixth place, moving up the rank, Schrute Farms at 4-5. Seventh place, back in the hot seat, your humble host at 4-5. Eighth place, Waterboys, same 4-5. They got 9th and 10th. 9th and 10th are 3-6 with biggest loser. Let's ride. Point difference being about 20 there, so not much difference there. Let's see. Scott's Tots is no longer in last place.
No longer.
He is 11th now at 2-7, with the Leprechauns falling up the rear with another 2-7, just lower point difference.
Yep.
Crazy times.
Crazy times. From the looks of it, obviously you're doing great things. Better Than Scott is also doing some really great things. Schrute Farms has been doing really well. I've been doing terribly. Les Ride's been doing terribly. The Leprechauns has been doing twice as terribly. Scott's Tots. Scott's doing something. Stuff seems to be working.
2 in a row.
All right, getting in.
I lost by 2 points, so it hurts.
Wait, what do you mean you lost by 2 points? You mean you're not in your place?
Oh no, I'm still in last. Well, I'm tied for last right now, but
you mean
I lost that one. Yeah, my league I lost by 6 or 7 points, and had I started Christian Kirk over Devin Duvernay, I would have won it. I was like, God, it just hurts me so much.
Right. So you have a slightly different. We finally came back, or we came back to the Earth. We came back to normalcy. It was just 17.6 points difference.
The lowest, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that the lowest? That is the lowest, yeah. Interesting, nice. So, but coming back to Earth after such a massive point difference last week of 41 points. So, all right, getting into the matchups. So, biggest loser beats yours truly back in the hot seat, 77.3 to 72.4. It is the closest game of the week with only a 4.9 point difference. And yeah, we'll just get into what was left on the bench and stuff like that. So biggest loser left 2.9 points on the bench. He started Darrell Henderson, he started Darrell Henderson over Matt Collins. He should have switched that up. I'm sorry. No, scratch that. He should have started Darrell Henderson Jr. over Matt Collins, but he didn't, and so less in points. To me, there's nothing really there. Like I mean, you could go one way or the other as far as those guys go. Um, Back in the hot seat, I should have started Isaiah Pacheco over Naeem Hines. I left 1.4 points on the bench because I did that because Isaiah Pacheco got 1.4 points. Naeem Hines got zero. No.
man, you would have blown it out of the water then, huh?
Well, that's the thing is like I still would have lost by
Oh
less
no.
points, but still would have lost. It would have been 77.3 to 73.8. So there was nothing I could have really done either way. I'm hoping that Naeem Hines kicks off next week. I'm hoping that he blows up this week and does really well. Just getting
How's
access
Jonathan Taylor been doing for you?
wonderfully horrible. Yeah. So
I
I don't know what
agree.
to do. Don't know what to do, but we'll talk about that in a bit. All right, go ahead.
Second matchup, Scott's Tots versus Let's Ride. I mean, he finally made a second win. Biggest blowout this week, 58.10 points. 58.10. Scott had the best lineup starting. Let's Ride left 9.6 points on the bench. Oh, the score was 130.98 to 72.88. So, Let's Ride could have started James Robinson over Chase Claypool, would have increased his output to 82.48, but he still would have lost at the biggest deficit.
Yep. Next on the docket, Better Than Scott actually did end up beating Heartbeat this week. This was the matchup that we were kind of looking for, we were kind of interested in, and it ended up being going to Better Than Scott. So he got 110.84 points, and Heartbeat got 95.34 points. Better Than Scott started the best lineup that he could have. Heartbeat left 12.4 points on the bench. He should have started Jeff Wilson over
Mm.
Khalil Herbert. And so if he'd have done that, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, but I mean, that would have been the better choice. But if he had done that, it would have been 110.84 to 107.74. So, not. So,
Like, where are these? Where are these scores when I'm playing these guys? Even though I kind of win sometimes, it's just like, man, they have some low scores when they play other people.
yeah.
Let's see. Fourth game. Fourth? Yeah. Schrute Farms pulled out a miraculous win over the Lamarvel Universe. I applaud you, sir. Way to push me to the top of the line. 87 to 74.92. That's the first time I've seen a straight score 0-0 all the way across the board.
We've had that once before. We had that once.
Have we?
Yeah.
Well, Schrute Farms and Lamarvel both had the best lineups in, so there was no chance that Lamarvel would have won. Not to mention that Lamar was just playing horribly.
Well, I
mean, he didn't have to play. Honestly, he showed up while the rest of his team played.
well, it's not that he's doing horribly per se. I mean, I think this is the first. I think he won last time. I think he won last week. I'm pretty sure he won last week. So it's just.
No. I'm talking about Lamar himself. Lamar didn't show up like he normally has been for every other game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I thought you were talking about. I mean, they still won the game, right? But for fantasy, yeah, not great. So London Silly Nannies. I'm sorry. The Waterboys took down London Silly Nannies, 96.62 to 90.82, also helping propel Andrew up closer, not quite to first place, but a lot closer than was anticipated. The Waterboys left 18.5 points on the bench. Should have started Nicole Hardman over Hunter Renfro, Rashad White over Damian Harris, and Marvin Jones Jr. over Zay Jones, both of them with the Jaguars. Me personally, I would assume, yeah, it's difficult as far as the wide receivers in Kansas City, but going up against the Tennessee Titans secondary, generally you can kind of trust them to do pretty decently. I probably wouldn't have. Well, I mean, against, I mean, they did really well. The thing is like the Titans play up to their competition. It seems like, unless it's the Buffalo Bills, then they just get blown out, and so that's kind of the thing. Um, Everybody else, I mean, I don't necessarily have any issues over playing Damian Harris or Zay Jones when the other guys are on the bench. London Silly Nannies left 18.3 points. Sorry, 18.38 points on the bench. Should have started Cole Kmet over Taysom Hill. I probably wouldn't have done that because Cole Kmet just. I might start him this coming week because it seems like he's finally getting into the game, finally getting into the plays and stuff like that. But this past week, I don't blame London Silly Nannies for not starting. However, if London Silly Nannies had started Cole Kmet over Taysom Hill, he would have actually won. It would have been 96.62 to 109.2.
Finally, the last scoring game, me against the Leprechauns. I, of course, had my best lineup in because I had no one else to play.
Yep.
102.12 to 92.9 Leprechauns. They could have just totally decimated me with what they left on the bench with 41.6 points.
Yep.
Could have started Kenyon Drake over Robert Woods, Dallas Goddard over Romeo Dobbs. Would have got him a heck of a lot of points. It's crazy. But unfortunately, he didn't start him, and so that just gave me another win and put me in second place. And I will take the second place. I will sit there and dwell upon it and enjoy it.
Relish in it.
Relish it. So we have about every single team from the top 2 to the 7th position at all shifted. And actually, I think the top, all except for London Silly Nannies, have traded places with somebody.
Yeah, I think that's right. Let me see. Yeah.
Oof.
So yeah.
Matchups to look forward to this week. I'll just carry us on since you're just slacking over there. Let's see. Back in the hot seat playing the Leprechauns. Let's hope we can pull out a staggering win. He is on a 0 for 2 for the last 2 weeks. If I'm
0 for 3 for the last 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Wow.
Plus 3 weeks in a row.
Scott. Let's see who's better, Scott or better than Scott. I'm rooting for you, Scott, just because it helps me out, but that's neither here nor there. Biggest Loser plays Schrute Farms. Pulling for your Biggest Loser. I hope you just pull out all the stops this time. Heartbeat against Don't Take the Bate-man. Heartbeat, I am not rooting for you. I just don't know if you – I don't know. No, it's just I don't see you winning how that benefits me,
Who do you – well, okay. Let's because I think this is the matchup that's going to be probably the biggest, most interesting one. Because again,
no doubt.
6-3. Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be me and London Silly Nannies. If London Silly Nannies loses against Let's Ride, which he's projected to do, which I mean, again, you probably pulled this before anybody set their lineups.
Mm-hmm.
It stands a good chance that maybe we both lose and we both drop to 6-4. And Heartbeat moves up to 6-4, and that puts him right back in first place again because he has such a higher score. So, yeah, absolutely. If I lose, London Silly Nannies wins. He's still in first. If we both lose, it changes the whole dynamic again.
Here's the thing. Here's what I think is going to happen. If London Silly Nannies loses, and you lose, I assume better than Scott will actually go to first place.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, I'm just, if he wins.
Yeah. I mean, it's against Scott's Tots. This is the actual time that we actually get to see. I think this is the second time that's happened. We get to actually see, is better than Scott actually?
But nobody can account for a 50-point game from Mixon, like, what the crap?
Mm-hmm.
5 touchdowns. Are you crazy?
4 running and 1
Scott got Justin Fields last week and Joe Mixon. Oh, my God. He's just been killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with how bad Fields was playing at the beginning of the year. Anyways, before my brother really interrupted me, London Silly Nannies has a Let's Ride. He's geared up to lose, but we'll see how it goes. And the Lamarvel universe plays the Waterboys. So, yeah, I mean, definitely the chances of another total shift in all the standings because it's just bye weeks suck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the dichotomy of bye weeks. I'll use one of your words.
But I will say this: one of the nice things is it shows that this league actually like is competitive. Like it's never there's never like a shoe in guaranteed. Okay, this is going to happen. Like this person's going to get the championship. It's always. I mean, that's why we've had over the past was it been 6 years? Over the past 6 7 years, we've had no like repeat champion. It's just because it's pretty competitive. Surprise you in a good way. I
Justin
mean,
Fields decided to play some football. What the hell?
mhm.
I enjoyed the little clip I saw from Mike McDaniel where he asked Justin Fields to stop it. I don't know if you saw it or not. Justin Fields was coming off his sideline and he's like, "Can you stop it? Can you quit scrambling? Just stop it." And like you can see Justin Fields giggling, and later on in the press conference, Mike McDaniel's like, "Yeah, I asked him to quit scrambling. Clearly, he didn't listen. He didn't take to the coaching too well." I was like, "This is the best ever." I mean, hands down, he probably is one of the funniest coaches out there. Like he was talking about one game where he's like, "Hey," it was right after the Tua issue, and he's like, "Can we, it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday or something like that." He's like, "What are the chances of us talking about the Vikings for the first time this week?" Versus, and so someone's like, "Well, it's Tua and what's his face out of protocol?" Yeah, he's like, "Of course we're gonna go with that." And so I was like, "I got a Vikings question." He's like, oh, "What?"
Sounds like he's pretty awesome. Dude.
Yeah,
I need to watch some of his stuff.
he's pretty funny.
The other one was Joe Mixon getting 5 touchdowns
Yeah.
in a game.
I mean,
here's the thing.
look at how little points he got though. Like, if there should be like a rule: if you get more than 3 touchdowns, you should just have like 1,000,000 points.
I mean, but 53. I mean, if you think about it, okay, like if you go back to our like what happened, like, well, we're not barring
What
Scott.
happened? Yeah.
Everybody else basically 53 points is like half, if not more than half of what they scored. And so that's one player on your what is it, nine player team that or no, I'm sorry, was it
Hey,
seven players?
hey.
Players. One player gets you half of your points? Yeah, no, done.
Well,
That's the reason why better than
especially
Scott.
for Scott. Yeah.
And that's the thing. He has been trying to give me Joe Mixon.
Yeah, it's 8.
Now he's gonna I'm sure he's gonna come back and be like, told you Joe Mixon's awesome. Told you. I'm like, slow your roll.
So just keep
Everybody
him. Just keep him since he's so awesome.
Yeah, just keep him since he's so good.
Yeah, he tried to trade me
yeah.
Cordero, and I'm like, no, Cordero like just got activated, and I was like, and he's thinking he's gonna play, so I put him in there, and like sure enough, he blows up, and I'm like, thank God I didn't try and trade him. I mean, my God.
Yeah, I got 2 touchdowns I think from him. Guys, I'm worried about. I think Green Bay's done. I think Green Bay. If you can't win against Detroit, if you can't win against that poor of a defense, you're done. Like I don't think I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to do anything. I don't think I think it'll be a challenge. I think Aaron Rodgers will.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Aaron Rodgers had enough for this thing we call football.
I mean, you can see Devonta Adams really open things up. I mean, unless Alan Lazard really takes that step forward. Literally, I tried to look up who got fantasy, like a good amount of fantasy points from that whole team.
Yeah.
Alan Lazard was at the top, like 13. And then it was like 10, 5, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. And I was like, man, I mean, like, Aaron Jones may not even be in next week.
Yeah, Aaron Jones sucked. A.J. Dillon's been falling off more and more. Sure. I mean, Romeo Dobbs is starting to look like a key player, but That's just because he's about the only one getting plays. Yeah, I saw the Indianapolis new coach switch thing. I was like, what the crap? I just threw me that Jeff Saturday was the coach, like.
Never coached before. Never had a coaching job before.
Well, the other thing is, like, he used to play for Indianapolis too, right? So it's like, that's crazy.
A lot of people. It was interesting. I was watching the Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee, you know who that is, right?
Of course.
He was talking about Jim Irsay's press conference after naming Jeff Saturday the head coach or the interim head coach.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Here's the reason why." Da, 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 and he started listing off, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Like maybe there is a decent reason why he's putting Jeff Saturday in there." I would love. This is what I would love to see, because I think that the offensive line sucks, and I think that that's part of the reason why Jonathan Taylor hasn't really taken off. I would love to see Jeff Saturday go in there, get the offensive line right, get Jonathan Taylor just running the ball like crazy.
I mean, that would be another switch you might see, is if let's say Saturday gets in there and like the team just starts popping off, like you might start seeing more players instead of coaches. You know what I mean? Because like the same thing happened with Vrabel. Everybody's like, oh, he can't coach, but then like, I mean, I'm not saying like he's done great things, but I mean, Titans are in the top of the division for the past couple of years.
But the other thing too is like, but he's had coaching experience. It wasn't like Vrabel just came in out of nowhere, like from a player into a coach. It wasn't like that.
Okay, well, where was his coaching experience?
Ohio State and Houston Texans.
After he got done playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I mean, but even still. It's not like he's been coaching for years and years. Not like Nick Saban experience, Pete Carroll experience, Bill Belichick experience.
Sean McVay experience. Oh, wait, he doesn't have that many years of experience.
Who?
Sean McVay, the coach for the LA Rams, the Super Bowl.
Sean McVay, gotcha. I was not catching that first name.
So anyway, yeah, no, I'm concerned about Jonathan Taylor. Big time. I'm concerned about my team.
I'm so sorry I made that trade for you. I just
no. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I chose to make that trade.
I mean, I'm not.
I was.
I'm not 100% sorry. I mean, I'm happy I'm winning over here. I'm happy I made like 100% the best call of my career in the Yahoo Football League was I need a QB. I need to break my horrible QB cycle, and the only way I could see doing that was getting rid of John Taylor. And I'm sorry I could not make that trade with anybody else, but everybody thinks like Jonathan Taylor, they should just give up nobody for him, And I'm sure you thought you were getting a steal, and technically I think you were too, but then
yeah, no, I thought I was gonna be like massive. I thought it was gonna be really. I thought I was gonna be able to like just dominate the league, but clearly he is. I mean, I would put him at a major bust right now.
Yes.
Could it change? Could he turn it around? Sure. I'll give it probably one more week and see if something changes, see if something happens. If it doesn't, then I'll probably see if I could just. I might even just pass it off because I've got to win. I have to win. Like there's just I've got to do something to get back in the winning bracket and the winning column and stuff like that. So anyway, let's talk about the games this weekend. I didn't do the Thursday night game because the Thursday night game is like the Falcons and another team. It doesn't really matter. But also, this doesn't come out until
after
Saturday,
right.
And so it'd be kind of pointless to be like, I think this team's gonna win, and then we put it out there. I'm like, oh wait, that was dumb. So we've got 14. I think we've got 14. No, we've got 13 games. I think to call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 13 games to call, and so we'll start it out at the beginning. So
Seahawks stomp the fire out of the Buccaneers
in Munich, Germany. This is in Munich, Germany. That's where they're playing this game.
Man, they just going everywhere, ain't they?
And then the NFL is really trying.
I'm gonna say they're in Germany. Buccaneers win then.
So the 6-3 Seahawks take on the 4-5 Buccaneers. So you're saying
isn't Giselle from Germany?
no, I think she's from Brazil.
Really?
But yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure. You can bet that. Go ahead, take a look. All
No.
right, so Seahawks at the Buccaneers. The question is like, are the Buccaneers going to be able to do something? Because they haven't been, except for this. I mean, this past week he was all right. I saw one meme that was like Tom Brady undefeated after divorce. It was just like, wow. It was because it's like he won one game. It's like, oh, okay, he's undefeated now. So who you picking? You said the Buccaneers.
Nah, honestly, I feel like Gino's probably gonna stomp their butts, but especially,
I think Kenneth Walker will definitely like run all over the Buccaneers. So
yeah,
I'm taking Seahawks.
yeah, I think you're
All
right.
right.
Vikings been playing a lot better than the Bills here lately, so I think they might actually beat the Bills. It's gonna be a close game.
I Here's the thing. I don't think it will be. I think the Bills will come back with a vengeance, pissed off that they lost to the New York Jets. And on top of that, I don't think any NFC team can match up against a great AFC team at all this year. Like every time I've seen it, the AFC team just smacks the crap out of the NFC team, and it's just like, oh, okay, the AFC is definitely better. Like now, I'm not saying
Do you
every
have a
AFC team is going to be
game
an NFC.
to be like an example of?
So we can talk
Because the people that are smacking the Buffalo Bills should not be smacking the Buffalo Bills.
No. They should be because they are in the AFC and they're divisional.
Wasn't it Jacksonville and the Jets?
Miami and the Jets.
Miami and the Jets. Oh, so both their own division.
And the Jets. All of them are in the same division. All of them are above 500. They're good teams. Like they're like the AFC East is scary good right now.
So you're just thinking like just as the powerhouse of the East, you know. They've had to contend with New England for so long, they all just became a powerhouse after New England failed off.
Yeah, big time. Tom Brady's out. Hey, let's go.
Let's see how many teams from AFC East can make it. Can we make all three teams?
You mean all four teams?
No. Nobody's talking about New England Patriots anymore. Get over them.
They're 5-4 right now.
Are they really? Get over them, Nick. They're not high enough.
Like that whole division is scary good right now.
They're not high enough.
They would be high enough. Like if you look at the standings right now,
or is that who plays the Falcons?
Yes.
Okay.
The Jets are on a bye, and the Ravens are on a bye.
Yeah, I'm the Ravens.
And there's like two others that are on a bye. So look, let me. So 6-2, 6-3, 6-3, 5-4. That's the AFC East. AFC West 6-2, 5-3, 3-5, 2-6. AFC North 6-3, 5-4, 3-5, 2-6. AFC South 5-3, 3-5-1, 3-6, and 1-6-1. So don't tell me that the Patriots don't have a chance. If they continue winning, if all of them continue,
can all four teams in one division make it? Like I know top two can with wild card, but can all four make it? I don't think they can.
Three wild card spots that can happen. So if they continue winning, if they win out, obviously they can't. They all can't win out because you've got to lose in divisional games and stuff like that. But if they continue doing decently, then yeah, it is possible. Like right now, again, like the Chargers are 5-3, the Bengals are 5-4, and there's nobody else from the AFC South that would be even approaching that. And so with the Patriots being 5-4, like there is a chance that they could, like, it could be the Bills, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Titans,
and the Jets, Dolphins, and Patriots. How the heck are they 5-4?
They're playing well enough to be 5-4.
Yes,
playing well enough to be. Yeah. Their defense is really good.
Right, anyway, digress 100% here, sir.
So Vikings at the Bills. So you're taking the Vikings?
I'm taking the Vikings. You writing this stuff down?
I will take the Bills.
Bears.
So Lions at the Bears.
Bears.
Yeah, I think the Bears are resurging, and so I'll go with you on that. All right.
Chiefs.
Jaguars at the Chiefs.
Chiefs are mad.
Yeah.
Kelsey throwing his helmet all over the place.
All right. Browns at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yep. Give me Dolphins as well.
Giants at the
Uh,
Texans.
yep. No. Texans at the Giants. And so give me the Giants.
Uh,
I think this is one where an AFC team cannot win.
Saints.
Saints at the
I think
Steelers.
Saints win.
Man, that's tough. Yeah. Yeah, give me the Saints too. Yeah, I'll take
I'm gonna
that.
say the Titans win by a field goal.
Against the
Yeah.
Broncos, I think they would by more than that. I think the Titans are pissed off that they lost that game to Kansas City. I think that they'll come back with a vengeance. But yeah, give me Tennessee.
I think Raiders should stomp the fire out of the Colts. With how well they've been firing, even though they've been losing every single game. Like, unless somehow Jonathan Taylor and Jeff Saturday just flip the script 100%, I don't see how the Colts win.
Give me the Colts. I'll take the Colts because of that narrative that after a coach gets fired, then the team all of a sudden seems to do better. So I'll take the Colts. So you got the Raiders?
Yes. I'm going to call Green Bay Packers over Cowboys. Even though they're playing.
Give me the Cowboys. There's no way. I think Green Bay's done. Out of here. Give me Dallas all day, every day. So you say Green Bay?
Yeah.
You are out of your mind, bro. You are out of your mind.
I'm gonna take the LA Rams.
So join you in that and take the Rams.
I'm gonna take the. That one's a tough one.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
I'm gonna take San Francisco, even though Eckler's playing out the ball. I'm gonna take San Francisco. They just seem to have a better. Plus, with Christian McCaffrey now, I mean, they just got a whole different offense, you know.
First part is like Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are out for the Chargers, and
Well, they got
back.
Yeah.
All they got is Eckler and then Joshua Palmer and DeAndre Carter. That's it. Man. Okay, so you're taking San Fran?
Yeah.
Gosh. Let me give me the Chargers. I'll take the Chargers. I think the Chargers pull it out in the end.
You're just going against me.
All
That's all there is to it. You just
No. The thing is, I think. I mean, it's really difficult to go against San Fran. I think San Fran's really good, but I'm still holding on to this idea that the AFC is better. Like if it's close in record, I'll take the AFC over the NFC. Period. Like I think that they'll be able to win it out. Ultimately win it out. Commanders at the Eagles. Give me Philly.
You're taking the Manders? Is that what you said?
the Commander Eagles.
I mean, are you not going to take one upset? I mean, you're not going to say the almost upset of the week? You just
No. I took. Am I not taking?
No, you haven't.
Am I not taking?
You took the Chargers. That was it. Oh, you took the Colts, maybe.
Chargers wouldn't be an upset.
Maybe the Colts.
The Colts wouldn't be an upset.
You didn't take anybody.
I
mean,
I'm trying to. Did I not take?
Like I picked Vikings, you picked Bills. Like I'm taking all the risk here, and then.
Jeez.
I mean, did you not learn anything from Jonathan Taylor?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Dude, let's talk about what's on the trading block. It looks like
right,
back in the hot seat needs to learn how to play again.
Yep. Let's Ride and the Leprechauns. So the reason why I put these three here, it's not because we're like at the bottom. Obviously, Leprechauns is at the bottom. But the reason why I want to talk about my team, Let's Ride, and the Leprechauns is because we're the ones that are on losing streaks. So with mine, like I don't know. I mean, I need to be willing to give up. You think I should give up Christian McCaffrey, or are you thinking like
you just went like straight up like interstellar sounding? Say that again. I heard Christian McCaffrey, but then it like went.
Do you think I need to like trade Christian McCaffrey and try and get like better pieces, or should I trade Jonathan Taylor and get whatever I can for him?
I don't think you should trade Christian McCaffrey. I think you need to look at, huh?
Do you think I should wait?
I
Like,
don't know. I think you should try and dump Naheem Hines and Gus Edwards, just for the
okay,
simple
and
fact of Gus
get like
isn't
one
playing right
one decent
now.
person.
Yeah, like Gus to Kenyon, maybe Drake owner, which is Leprechauns, I see, but Naeem Hines, as he's doing a little good in Buffalo, are playing good enough that you might could trade him for an extra piece to somebody that needs a running back. Because I don't think Jonathan Taylor's out, and I hate to say this to you, but like that was the reason I had to get off of him. Same with Justin Jefferson. It's like when they're good, they're good, but you can't ever sit them. Like you can't bench them in the figure that they might blow up. Like that's what makes it so rough at the order owning such a high dollar person. I guess if you want to call it that. And some weeks it pays out dividends, and some weeks it pays out negatives.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So
I don't
I
know. I
mean,
might because I did have an offer for Naeem Hines and a few others, but it wasn't anything that would be useful immediately. Like I could get. I was talking with Trent about getting Elijah Mitchell, the backup for McCaffrey,
yeah.
just in case McCaffrey does go down. But I would. I guess I can see if I can get something else
I mean, you definitely
from
you
him.
definitely gotta get a tight end for sure. But I mean, making sure you get the right tight end. I mean, because just because
Well, no,
Cole
no, I don't
Komet
need. I don't
has
need a tight end.
what's that?
I don't need a tight end. I'll pick a tight end off of the waivers. Because Mark Andrews is on bye. That's the only reason why I don't have a tight end right now.
Right. Well, Mark Andrews and Likely are both on the list.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I mean,
right.
I'm planning on keeping. I'm probably going to keep both of them,
Well, yeah, I could go for that.
and then just add somebody off of
So you're
waivers
not
for
trying to add somebody with. Excuse me. I'm sorry. My
not
nose
not
is
not with
running.
yeah no no you're good.
Whew.
No, I'm not trying to add anybody or like trade anybody for a tight
No,
end.
well, no, I'm not talking about trading. I'm just saying, like, I mean, you get somebody off waiver wires, like I've been looking at Johnson for New Orleans. He's been playing good the last couple of games, but he's hit or miss.
I think somebody has to want Dan Johnson.
No,
If I
nobody's
remember
got him. He's on the waivers.
right.
Tampa Bay's tight end, Seattle's tight end, all these people. Like I would almost let you pick up the Ingram, but he played horrible this last week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not.
I mean,
All right,
he's the
so
most
let's.
targeted. It's between him and Christian Kirk. So Christian Kirk gets targeted one week, and he gets targeted the next week. So it's like
Mm,
it really is just hit or miss with these teams. Like it's ridiculous. Can I
so, what do
get
you
a
think about Let's
consistent
Ride?
player, please? Like
I mean, it's amazing how important consistency is. So, how about Let's Ride? Like, what would you suggest Let's Ride do? I mean, I would say
he's got
first
to
off, you
change. He's
got to
got to
get
change his running back core. I mean, all of his running
and
backs are on their
and
way
quarterback.
out. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and
I mean, he's
quarterback, like
stuck to Russell
quarterback.
Wilson. I mean, I feel like Let's Ride knows he's gonna just not be riding, and where he's just picked the name, kind of like, don't take the bait. Like you've been tied to it for so long, like Bronco Country and Unlimited. Like maybe it's time to just
Be limited.
limit the amount of Russell Wilson coming at you.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, just hey, pick up Tom Brady. I mean, Tom Brady's playing better than Russell Wilson. That's saying something right there.
Yeah. I mean, he does have Jared Goff, who's
Hit or
not
miss.
great,
Yeah,
but
hit or miss.
yeah, I would say, I don't know, like if he traded Tyler Boyd for, especially over the next couple of weeks, either to the Jamar Chase owner or even to somebody else to get a decent quarterback and like a okay like wide receiver. I know he's holding on to Chase Claypool to see what Chicago does with him, and they may do great things. But you know what, that's really interesting because he's got both Chicago wideouts, and that might actually be a really beneficial thing if Chicago continues dominating as much as they have been. So I guess we'll see there. But yeah, he definitely needs better running backs for sure. So if anybody wants to trade, let's ride some better running backs. To maybe go grab, ask him for like one of his wide receivers, and give him a running back and an okay QB in the process. That might be beneficial to him.
I mean, I feel like you're talking to yourself here.
Well, no. I'm not necessarily talking to myself. I mean, I do have okay running backs, but I don't necessarily. I mean, I would want like Tyreek Hill for golly. Who would I? Who would I? I guess I could give him like Jonathan Taylor and like a
Deion Jackson, give him the handicap.
yeah, yeah. That's true. I could do that. Give him both of those. So anyway, so how about the Leprechauns?
Keep on keeping on, little buddy. I mean, he's just holding on to too many people. Like I wouldn't. I mean, for me personally, I had Robert Woods and I dropped him like the first week, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you got good players that you're not starting. You got good players that you're starting that aren't doing good anymore. You know, like bench Dylan, start Drake from now on when he's not on bye. I mean, Devontae. I mean, you. Honestly, it's just like with Scott thing. Like you got the team, you just didn't start them all right. And I know, like I've been doing that all this entire season on my ESPN league. Like I've lost every one of my games. I should have won them by like 6 points, and I could have won every one of them. You know, it's just like just not picking the right startup. I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't feel comfortable with him. Just, I mean, maybe he drops Robert Woods, but then I don't really see. I mean, he could try and pick up, I think.
Well, and he's got to drop Nico Collins too. Like that's a waste.
I don't even know if you go after trade. Honestly, I think you go after waiver wire. See what's on the waiver wire. I think.
I mean, he's got to go after trades. He's got Devonta Adams, and if or Dalvin Cook, he could trade those guys for like a couple. That's the thing is like in my mind, I'm like, if I trade Christian McCaffrey, I could at least get two good players versus having a great player and then the rest is just
right. Maybe.
He's got to do something drastic if he wants to get back into it. I mean, he's lost 6 in a row. I mean, he started 2-1, and then just lost.
It just
like six in a row.
He rode it into the ground. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait. The Leprechauns. We're talking about. No, let's ride.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
There is no gold at the end of this rainbow.
Yes. There's gold. It's just fools. The fool's gold.
I like that. Nice. All right.
So we got more students coming in. You might as well just close it out.
Yeah, we'll close it out. So, guys, remember the trade deadline is November 19th. So you've got by the time this comes out, let me see. By the time this comes out, you've got 1 week until the trade deadline. So make sure you get those trades in. Otherwise, that is all from us. We'll remind you one more time next week to let you know. But let me close this out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. As always, if you are on YouTube, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell. That way you can be notified when we put things out there. Leave us a comment below. Let us know how you're doing in your fantasy football league at 9 weeks in. 2 and 7. If you're listening on your 2 and 7, 4 and 5. If you are listening on your favorite podcasting app, please subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. Tell Andrew how beautiful he is, even though he looks a little tired. And well, actually, I guess just because you're listening doesn't mean you can't just imagine his beauty. With that being said, I'm Nick.
I'm Andrew.
And as always,
you have an open invitation to our conversation.